Hi, Dr. P. Satya Rajeshwaran is again giving us a detailed note on the principles of Siddha system of medicine. The Siddha system of medicine is a comprehensive scientific medical system which provides holistic health. The system is known for providing preventive, promotive, curative, rejuvenate and rehabilitative health care with holistic approach. The word Siddha is derived from the root word Siddhi, which means attaining perfection, heavenly bliss and accomplishment. In Indian subcontinent, Siddha medicine has its strong roots reflecting India's culture, tradition and heritage. Having Dravidian origin, it serves mostly the people living in Indian subcontinent. The Siddha system comprises essentially of philosophical concepts including the four main components iatrochemistry, medical practice, yogic practice and wisdom. The Siddha system is evolved on the basis of 96 principles which include physical, physiological, psychological and intellectual aspects of every human being. Among them, 5 elements are the fundamental units of everything in the human body and the cosmos. And there are 3 vital life factors responsible for good health. There are 7 physical constituents in our body: nourishing essence, blood, muscle, fat, bone, nervous tissue and sperm or ovum. The physiological and pathological features of these tissues have been detailed in Siddha literature and they are applied in the practice. Holistic approach is the highlight of Siddha treatment. Treatment procedures in Siddha help in normalizing the altered vital life factors. Taste of food and medicine plays a vital role in the principle of treatment. Every taste is constituted by the combination of 2 basic elements. 3 vital life factors are also formed by 5 elements in different combinations. Selection of drugs for the treatment of diseases is also based on the 6 tastes. In addition to primary health care, Siddha treatment is popular in the treatment of acute and chronic ailments like arthritis, skin diseases including psoriasis and vitiligo, respiratory diseases and neurological neuromuscular disorders such as hemiplegia, paraplegia and Parkinson, peptic ulcer and other digestive disorders. Obesity, hyperlipidemia, diabetes mellitus and gynecological disorders are also successfully managed in Siddha system. Introduction. The evolution of Siddha system is believed to date back 10,000 to 4,000 BC. The Siddha system was evolved into a well documented medical science from folk medical practices by Siddhas and by way of keen observations and experimentations. In Indian subcontinent, Siddha medicine has its strong roots reflecting India's culture, tradition and heritage. Having Dravidian origin, it serves mostly the people living in southern India, northern Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore and some other Southeast Asian countries and Mauritius in South Africa. The oldest Tamil book, Tolkipiyam, is also considered to have been written in 1400 BC. Tolkipiyam contains a lot of medical information. It describes the 5 element theory, theory of 5 senses and so also the 6th sense, the sense of reasoning by human being. Tirukural, written in 2nd century BC, has a separate chapter on Marundu Adikram. Some of the ethical works in Tamil have been named after medicines like Tirukavkam, 3 pungent drugs and indicating cardamom, though they have no relevance directly to medicine, like they are the literary evidences for the antiquity of the medicine. Each and every system of medicine has its own basic principles to narrate its own medical science. Each and every system of medicine has its own basic principles to narrate its own medical science, including the materia medica, methods of diagnosis, treatment and unique values. It is needless to say that the comprehensive and holistic approach of the Siddha system is fully evolved and practiced based on these fundamental principles. 5 elements theory. All substances are made up of 5 primordial elements, namely earth, water, fire, air and space. These 5 elements are responsible for the formation of living and non-living things and may exist in gross or subtle state. These 5 elements are individually in subtle state, they manifest into gross state and become visible. This significant process of manifestation of the 5 elements from the subtle state to the gross state is called as fusion of 5 elements, different appropriate proportions. These elements act with a mutual coordination and can never act independently. The physical and functional constituents of human beings are also constituted by these 5 elements. According to Siddha medicine, every substance is understood by 5 features which depend upon elements present in them. They are taste, property, potency, aftertaste and unique biological activity. Physical constituents and 3 vital life factors. The human body has 7 physical constituents: lymph, blood, muscles, adipose tissue, bone, bone marrow or nervous system, semen or ovum. Physical constituents, basic elements and their functions. Lymph, water, growth and development, nourishment. Blood, fire and water, nourishes the muscle, imparts color and improves intellect. Muscle, earth and water, responsible for shape of the body. Adipose tissue, water and earth, lubricates joints and maintains balance. Bone, earth and air, supports body structure and responsible for posture and movement. Marrow or nervous system, water and air, imparts strength, endurance and shine. Semen or ovum, fire and air, responsible for reproduction. The 3 life or functional constituents are formed by the appropriate combination of elements even from infra-uterine life. Vitham is formed by the combination of the elements of air and space. Pitham is formed by the fire element and Ayam or Kapam is formed by the combination of earth and water elements. Life constituents, basic elements and functions are already available on this page. What are the concepts behind? Basic principles or 96 tattvams are there. What are they? In our body, there are several principles which support the body and mind for the existence and sustenance of life, known as tattvam, which are everlasting. It is again defined as the primordial and eternally existing basic essence, and by other means the science of cosmic principles. According to Siddha system, a human being is composed of 96 principles which are universal for all human beings, and they not only consist of physical components of human body, but also the mental, intellectual components like passion, instinct, knowledge, function of the sense organs and motor organs and their coordination. What are the basic principles? Siddha system is named after the founders called Siddhas. They are the ancient seers with profound intellect. The term Siddha is derived from the root word Chittu, which means complete knowledge. The Siddha system is comprised essentially of philosophical concepts and also the following 4 components: chemistry and alchemy, rasavadam, treatment vaidyam, yogic practice yogam, wisdom jnanam. The relation between microcosm and macrocosm. Man is said to be the microcosm and the universe the macrocosm. What exists in the universe also exists in man. So, man must be looked upon as an integral part of the universe. Further, the matters in the microcosm or man are identical with the matters of the macrocosm or the universe. In his work, explains this concept. The vital organs of the human body are correlated to the solar planets which exercise their influence on them. In the cosmic, the planets are sometimes responsible for abnormal changes such as earthquakes, storms, lightning, heavy rainfall resulting in floods. Similarly, the human beings, the planet forces act abnormally and cause diseases. The Siddha system was evolved on the basis of 96 principles which include physical, physiological, psychological and intellectual aspects of every human being. Among them, the 5 elements are the fundamental units of everything in the body and cosmos. Individually, they are subtle components and they perform collectively. These subtle components combine together in various proportions to form a gross substance. This manifestation is explained as fivefold combination. Therefore, from the subtle elements, gross structures like bone, muscle, fat, etc., there is a physical constituents of human body develop. Physical constituents and vital life factors. 7 physical constituents and 3 vital life factors are as explained earlier are also formed due to the combination of 5 elements. The physiological and pathological structures of these 7 physical constituents have been detailed in Siddha literature. Among vital life factors, Vittam is classified into 10 types in accordance with the areas of reigning. Pittam and Kapam are also classified into 5 types each. Treatment principles. Holistic approach is the highlight of Siddha treatment. Treatment procedures in Siddha help in normalizing the altered vital life factors. Therapeutic purgation normalizes Vatam. Therapeutic emesis normalizes. The therapeutic installation of nasal drops and collyrium normalizes the IM. There are 3 types of treatment strategies: synergistic method, antagonistic method and mixed method. Selection of medicines for treatment. Taste plays a vital role in the principle of treatment. Every taste is constituted by the combination of 2 basic elements. 3 vital life factors are also formed by 5 elements in different combinations. Selection of drugs for the treatment of diseases is also based on the 6 tastes. Diagnosis. Diagnosis is based on the following 8 kinds of diagnostic tools: pulse, perception by palpation, tongue, complexion, speech, eye, feces and urine. Examination of pulse and urine are very important because they are helpful not only in arriving at the diagnosis but also in assessing the prognosis of the disease. Holistic health management. The cornerstone of Siddha medicine is healthy living is food and lifestyle. Food itself is medicine and medicine itself is food is one of the basic principles of Siddha system of medicine. Selection of food according to the landscape where one lives, the climate one is exposed to and which lifestyle one adopts is essential to lead a healthy life. Therayar's regimen for preventive health care. Therayar, one of the Siddhas, has recommended preventive principles for promotion of health and have laid down some basic guidelines to be followed for leading a healthy living, which include observation of certain regimen as mentioned in preventive measures, literally meaning guidelines that help prevent diseases. This concept of prevention of diseases is highly admirable as it renders one's body resistant to infections. The concepts pertaining to habitat, seasons, diet are both preventive and curative. Some of them to list are: dose, drink warm water after boiling, take food twice a day, take diluted buttermilk and melted ghee, take sufficient quantities of cow's milk, always have food to the level of hunger, always consume well fermented curd, practice short walking after a good diet. have therapeutic emesis once in 6 months, have therapeutic purgation once in 4 months, instill nasal drops once in 45 days. Take oil bath, applying oil all over the body and scalp and taking bath once every 4 days. Use warm water while taking oil bath. Apply collyrium, medicated eyeliner once in 3 days. Lie in the left lateral position while sleeping. Stay away from water splashing from hairs and nails. Worship cow, god, ancestors and teachers. Don'ts. Never eat food, root tubers except yam. Never consume food that was prepared in the previous day. Don't drink water during the course of a meal. Never suppress any natural urge. Avoid sex and sleep during daytime. Avoid sex with elderly women. Avoid excessive sexual indulgence. Avoid sex after consumption of heavy food. Never smell fragrant flowers during midnight. Never lie close to articles producing dust. Never sleep under a tree or near a burning lamp during night. The above instructions, when followed diligently, promote longevity. Rejuvenation therapy, Kayakarpam. Kayakarpam means rejuvenation of the body, or in other words, preventing, postponing graying of hair, wrinkling of skin, onset of diseases, aging, and thereby increasing longevity. It is of two types: Kayakalpam, or medicines useful for rejuvenation; Kayabhagam, practice of yogic techniques for rejuvenation. As per Siddha Materia Medica, Kayabhavam formulations include herbs, minerals and products or substances of animal kingdom, and it is further broadly classified into two types: general elixir and special elixir. What is general elixir? Or Pottukarpam. This is meant for maintaining optimum health, beauty and longevity. It prevents morbidity and increases the immunity. Special elixir, it is taken during specific morbid conditions such as anemia, immunodeficiencies and liver disorders. Some of the examples of special elixirs are: for liver disorders, Kalpam; for liver disorders, Philanthus emblica or Indian gooseberry; for immunodeficiency, Ayakalpam; for anemia, etc. Strength of Siddha. The strength of the Siddha medical system lies in its holistic approach for a healthy living. The healing science encompasses the physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being by adopting simple lifestyle practices, dietary regimens, safe and effective plant-based drug usage. The focus has all along been on preventive, promotive and rejuvenative methods for maintaining good health, defying aging and curative procedures including cleansing therapies and external therapies. Most resources used in this system are obtained from renewable biological resources including plant products, animal products and marine products, as well as naturally occurring geological products. The system emphasizes on living in harmony with nature. There is a clear understanding of the correlation between a sound mind and a sound body, and lifestyle practices are suggested as daily and seasonal regimen accordingly. Classical text Thirumantiram defines medicine as the one that cures physical and mental ailments, prevents diseases, and the one that ensures longevity of life. Source materials for the preparation of Siddha during Siddha drugs are obtained from plants, mineral and animal origin. Akatiyar Gunavaktam and Padartha Gunavak Sindhamani are the most important Siddha texts dealing with properties of the crude drugs used in single and compound formulations. Pharmacodynamics of Siddha drugs is based on the concepts of taste, property of a drug, potency, post-digestive transformation and specific pharmacological action. Adjuvant, vehicle and dietary regimen also play a role in pharmacodynamics. Many drugs are prescribed for various ailments. The same drug or formulation, by merely changing the vehicle, can possibly change the pathways of travel of medicine and probably target different receptors, resulting in different therapeutic effects. Pharmacodynamics of Siddha drugs is based on the concepts of taste, property of a drug, potency, post-digestive transformation and specific pharmacological action. Adjuvant, vehicle and dietary regimen also play a role in pharmacodynamics. Many drugs are prescribed for various ailments. The same drug formation, by merely changing the vehicle, can possibly change the pathways of travel of medicine and probably target different receptors, resulting in different therapeutic effects. Thank you.